Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue is an old English rhyme, but if you're a bride looking for a twist on the time-tested good luck tradition, then look no further. New Orleans Weddings Magazine has inspiration and tips. Joining us now is publisher of New Orleans Weddings Magazine, Jessica Burke. Jessica, welcome to Great Day.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Wonderful to have you.
I'm looking forward to talking more about this topic. This is a fun topic here.
So tell us, how do we incorporate the old with the new?
Okay, well, we all know that the tradition of the old, new, borrowed, and blue is really steeped in superstition. So being from the South, we tend to be a little superstitious, so you can either take that to an extreme and really embody the tradition, or you can have some fun with it and do what a lot of modern couples are doing, which is just making it something their own, having fun, being modern, just not taking it too seriously. It doesn't have to be serious.
So it sounds like it depends on the couple, what the couple wants, right?
Yes, I mean, it's the same as the not wanting to see each other before you walk down the aisle concept. This doesn't have to be that serious, or it can be very serious. But one of the fun things, I mean, the old item, you know, the tradition was that it was supposed to represent your past and whatnot. It's always nice, you can sometimes combine some of the elements, and you could get an old and borrowed in one object.
Right.
You could borrow your grandmother's veil. You could wear a piece of jewelry that was important to a family member that maybe your mom wore to her wedding.
Sure.
Or something. So.
And worst case, if your family wants you to be traditional, you can always wear like a little ring or something small, right? It doesn't have to be a huge focal point.
Yes, it could be something very, very small. It doesn't have to be anything particular. It could be a family memento for the old, new, old or borrowed in many cases. So the new is typically the wedding dress.
Right.
You know, that's, you know,
That's
I mean,
difficult, I feel like, over the years, right?
Yes, I mean, there's not I mean, anything could be new. The idea was that it looked forward to prosperity. The superstition for something new was looking forward to a prosperous, bright new future. So looking forward to the new. So the wedding dress is traditionally the item that you go with that, but you can be, again, anything. And in the borrowed idea, I once had a bride that realized she didn't have anything borrowed for her wedding, so she looked at her maid of honor and asked to borrow $1. And that was her something borrowed.
Okay, so you can get creative.
Yes.
I think that's the point, right?
Yes, especially if it's last minute, you know, you didn't really think about it, but you want to have that, you know, good luck superstition with you, then go for it.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then lastly, something blue.
Something blue. Now that's where you can really have a lot of fun. If you aren't big on the color blue, it doesn't match with your color palette, you can always hide something somewhere. We see a lot of brides that'll do some blue embroidery, maybe their name or their wedding date under their skirt of their dress.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's creative.
Yeah, tie a little ribbon, a little blue ribbon. Traditionally, it's been the garter that they wore that has the something blue, but you can also incorporate blue into your flowers, ribbons on your bouquet, into your jewelry. We see a lot of gemstones that, you know, incorporate blue, and that's a really beautiful way to incorporate the
wonderful. And do you know where blue came from?
It is involved with the evil eye concept, which it translates, it's from way back into Greek and Roman cultures where they feel like the origins for the evil eye is. And as far as the color, I heard it had something to do with light blue Germanic-eyed invaders that came into those areas and took over. So getting rid of it's to keep away bad luck. Something blue is meant to keep away bad luck.
Sure. So this is all just richly steeped in tradition, right?
Yes, it is very much so. And you know, like I said, often it's the garter belts, but you can also pull in shoes. That was really big when Carrie got married on Sex and the City. She had the fabulous blue shoes.
Right, those Manolo Blahniks, right?
Yes, yes, that became very popular. We still see that quite a bit. That's the way a lot of brides do choose to incorporate the blue. And it's a fun thing. I mean, who doesn't love an excuse to wear a blue shoe?
Right, that's true.
It's awesome. But you know, we can also see blue pulled in a lot of different areas, like your wedding cake. We've seen couples pull it into their invitation suites. I mean, it really just doesn't matter where you pull it in. It's just the idea of putting it in there. It's just a nice little touch.
So can you speak to just the importance of the individuality of each couple?
Yes, I think it's important to make sure it's something that's your own. You don't have to embrace this tradition if it's not for you. If you want to have fun with blue, you can do blue wine. For instance, that's really fun. There's a Blanc de Bleu. It's a blueberry wine. It's really fun. We serve it a lot at our bridal shows. And that's a fun way of doing something blue, and then everybody can partake of it then. And but just trying to make it your own. It's thinking about your personal family traditions. When I got married, there was a cross my grandmother wore on her wedding day, and all of my cousins and everyone had that cross somehow incorporated, whether on their necklace or in their bouquet. And that was just something that was very special and meaningful to me. But it's something that's meaningful to each individual.
Sure. So should you listen to family members if they're pushing the traditional route all the way, or what would your advice be?
I think that whoever's paying gets to say what's happening, or gets to input, let's put it that way. I think that staying true to yourself and going with what is important to you and it's your wedding, it's your day. And, now if your parents are paying and they want to make something happen, then, let them.
So flexible, be flexible.
But if you are funding the entire event, don't worry about what other people think. It's really, the word should is something that is a red flag word. We call it. You should never, and there I say, should is something that when you hear that word, you should do this, step back and think, maybe we would like to do this.
Right.
Let's see if we can do this. This is something that's really important to us.
Okay, great. Thanks for the
Yes.
tips. Appreciate it. So be sure to mark your calendars for Bridal Bash. It's happening September 18th at Riverboat City of New Orleans. For tickets and more information, visit neworleansbridalevent.com. And you can also visit thenowbride.com for more wedding planning inspiration, tips, and tricks, or call 832-2775. And there's much more to come on Great Day After the Break. Stick with us.